Hi everyone and welcome back to Grade 12 Math with Mr. Simons, where we make math simple and we get you exam ready. Sound corky. Right, cubic functions. Right, again we're looking at February 2015. These are supplementary papers when you see February. Some would say May. Drawing is given and again equation is given. So I'm not just doing a second one so you can see. So let's look at the question. So question 8.3.1, the sketch below shows the graph of h of x equal x cubed minus 7x squared plus 14x minus 8. The x coordinate of point A is 1, so here by A we have 1 as the x coordinate, C is another x-intercept of h. 8.3.1, determine h prime x, so want the first derivative of that. Then they say determine the x coordinate of the turning point B for 3 marks. That is 1 mark. Calculate the coordinate of C for 4 marks. So we want the coordinate of C there, so we're going to fully factorize. The graph of H is concave down for x less than k. Calculate the values of k. So I assume you know, remember, when you hear concave, second derivative. Turning point, first derivative, right? So again, pause the question. Attempt to answer as many as possible. If you get stuck, it's okay. Note where you made an error, where you can't go further. Look at the solution, right? Mark yourself. Note with a different color pen your error. Redo it again. And you continue doing it till you stop making the error. Right? Be resilient. It's your future. Work towards your future. Right? Show the world and all the people that doubt you that you are better than what they think. Continue working hard. Right? Second, so let's look at the first question. Given h of x equal x cubed minus 7x squared plus 14, determine h prime x. So there, 3 times 1 would give me 3x squared. 2 times negative 7 would give me negative 14x. 1 times 14 would give me 14. Constant first derivative, fall away, so 1 mark for the first derivative. Determine the x coordinate of the turning point of B. So there, we already have the first derivative, we equate it equal to 0. Because we can't factorize it, we're required to use the quadratic formula. So x equal minus b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This formula is given on your formula sheet for prelim exam, right? So there, b would be negative times negative 14 plus minus the square root b squared gives me negative 14 squared minus 4a being 3 and c being 14. Right? 2 over 3 for a. We simplify, we get x equal to 1,45 or x equal 3,2. Alright, b, for b, where b is situation, x can only be 1,45. Right, so that's the answer that's valid. So 1 mark for equating the first derivative equal to 0. Another mark for correct substitution and another mark for selecting the correct answer. Right, so let's go to the last question. Calculate the coordinates for second last. Calculate the coordinates of C. So you see P there, 1,45 and a 3,22 would be there. Calculate the coordinates of C. So we know x cubed minus 7x plus 14 minus 8. They say A is 1. So we know then if that's positive 1, x minus 1 must be a factor. Right, so from there x times x squared would give me x cubed. Minus 1 times positive 8 would give me negative 8. If I multiply there, minus 1 times x squared gives me minus 1x squared. But I need to get to minus 7x. So minus 1x squared minus 6x squared would then give me minus 7x squared. So therefore, minus 6x. X squared would then become x times x. Factors of 8 that add up to 6 is 4 and 2. So negative 2 times negative 4 gives me positive 8. But minus 2x minus 4x gives me minus 6x. So see here, a being 1 and 0. That point there being 2 and 0. So C would be at 4 and 0. Right, now for 8.3.4. Right, there you can see the marker locations. Nice, eh? So next question, the graph of h is concave down for x less than k. Calculate the value of k. Right, so concavity requires second derivative. So there, second derivative, 2 times 3 gives me 6. 2 minus 1 gives me 1. 1 times negative 14 gives me negative 14. So 6x minus 14 equal to 0 for my point of inflection. So there, less than k. So I'm just saying 6x minus 14 less than k because it's concave down. So if I simplify that, if I take 14 over, becomes plus 14 divided by 6, which then simplifies to 7 over 3. So x less than 7 over 3, but there they said x less than k, so k is this value. No? Therefore, k equals 7 over 3. 1 mark for the second derivative, 1 mark for making it less than 0, and 1 mark for getting the correct k value. Right? I am happy that you are still here and you're still listening. That means part and parcel, you're understanding what I'm doing. I hope it's helpful. I hope you continue practicing. I hope you dedicate yourself to becoming the best you can become in doing maths. And yeah, now and then certain things may don't make sense. There's a small mental blockage. But if you continue, those small mental blocks you've picked over the years will slowly but surely go away. But you can't practice in isolation. And what do I mean with that? You can't practice just day before you write. You have to get in the habit of doing it every second, third day. The videos are here. It's there to explain. The classwork is done. These are exam work. So we use the two in conjunction with each other. You can strengthen your knowledge and become better. Surprise yourself. Be the best you can be. God bless. Bye.